Okay, so right now we're talking about. Okay, eat this ice cream. Ugh. Oh my god. Who give me a sticker? Alright. Give me a sticker, y'all. I got some on my freaking eye. Okay, so look. Right now we're talking about choosing your identity. So when it comes to choosing, hey, when it comes to choosing your identity, right? It's kind of like, all right, so boom. In a matter of like time aspect, the only time that you have is this time. Dang, I'm trying to figure out. Hold on. I gotta put that up enough. All right, so basically, let me get my pen. All right, so everything that you do is based off of your identity, right? So I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna write at the top identity. So when it comes to your identity, the first person you gotta, okay, it's really from inside out because it's like everything is coming from inside out. So when it comes to your identity, the first person is you, God, intention. Mm, this, yes, this, okay? So when you're choosing your identity, you really gotta just characterize everything about yourself and show it to the first people, you, God, intention, and then you have other people. Who is other people? Your friends, your family, maybe your coworkers, just people outside of yourself that you know. All right, so other people, all those people that I just named, y'all just come on in like the live, okay? Like the video. So you have to know, and this right here, listen, this is not something that's easy. This is not something that you just, it's easy, but it's not easy if you don't know what you're doing. Everything that you do, like whether it's a subject, whether it's a thing, you have to learn how to do that thing. You don't just wake up and just become a pro at something that you ain't never did before. Like, you have to learn how to be or how to do the thing that your identity is and stick with it. All right. So first thing is high. It's coming from you, your mind, God. What else? Yeah. Then after that is other people. So you have to really ask yourself, what is my identity? All right. Intention. Apply intention. That's what's the highest part. Under that, you have other people. So you're gonna have your friends, your family, your coworkers, uh, people that you meet. It's gonna have to be these people. They the second part. So the first part that you do is ask yourself, what is your identity? It's gonna be some people that come from the bottom of the pyramid and try to get up here. Up here, this is the headquarters, okay, where you got God, your intention, your everything, right? This is the headquarters. Other people who are down here, sometimes, not even sometimes, most of the time, all the time, they're going to try to get to headquarters. They're going to try to, they like, basically, they're going to try to tell you what your identity should be because they have a certain idea of you, basically. You know, just like your parents, your friends, co-workers, other people, whoever, they have certain expectations for what you should be doing based on their ideas of you. So this is the part where it's like strategic, because you got to understand that once you create what your identity is, everything comes from this way. Like, it comes from up and then it comes down. It do not go up from up here to up here. See what I'm saying? So yeah, boom. List out. And I'm talking about when you do stuff like this, you gotta really take time and make sure that this is really what you want to do, and talk about it with God. Like, pray about everything that you do and be intentional about everything that you do. Right? Those are the three, those are the categories at the top. Okay. So boom. Once you make it up in your mind what your identity is, you have to just like write it down, number one, because everything that you write down, you sign, seal, and deliver it. Like, you're making it, you're basically writing it in stone. Whatever your identity is, once you write it, you know what I'm saying? Once you have it in your intention, and you talk about it with God, and you just take time to decide or like understand what it is, you write it down. Write it down. I am this. I am. That's when I ams come in. When you see people say I am, because I am is God. I am is you affirming, and I am is you making it like, you basically naming it. All right? Do y'all understand it? So boom, write down everything that you are. Do you want to feel? Feel. Why do you want to feel? Because your energy is everything. Nothing exists without your energy. You need your energy to make it real, you know? So when I say feel, I basically mean feel the energy of it. Feel the energy of this thing. Whatever you feel the energy of is what's true. Because your energy, your emotions, I'm gonna write all this. Feel, energy, emotion. Whatever you put emotion towards, you put intention towards, you put you towards. Remember, everything is going down. This is a pyramid. Hold up. I need to make it a little bit wider. So, step one, you are basically the universe. We are full of our own light. Exactly. You are basically the universe. So, boom. I need to make this a little bit wider though. Like, you know what? I actually should use my pink. My pink. All right. Okay, here. I already got it. I don't need to walk back there. All right. So, boom. Whatever you decide is true. Whatever you put your intentions behind and your emotions behind is true. So when you decide on your identity, which is what the topic is, this my pyramid. All right, so at the top, we talking about identity. After that, the top is you, God, and your intention. Then after that, you have other things, other people, whoever. All right. So basically, how you come from the top is the first thing that you do is you write down what your identity is. And then you start feeling the energy of that thing. Decisions will determine your life, and your future life is made by. You feel me? So boom. Let me pull this right here. So you write these stuff down. Feel these things. It's going to be, listen, if you have never really it's like if you've never really done something before, you gotta really understand how to do it before you just do it. Like, you need specific instructions on how to do it. It's easy. But it's as easy as you make it. You gotta really just like, it's really just like, you really gotta know it. Because it's a lot of distractions in the world. Like, it's people getting in freaking things that is really not the thing for them, but it's like they're not really stepping into their creativity that they got, you know, or their anything. So once you understand that your identity is what you base it off of, and then what you understand is what you feel comes true. Anything that you feel, whatever you think, you are right. Your brain, humans' brain are going to, like, all the time think, and it's going to think for reasons why you are right, or why whatever you think to happen is happening. Okay, so if you feel like you're beautiful, every day you're going to wake up to find more reasons why you're beautiful. If you think you are very, very strong, every day, your brain going to think of ways of, oh yeah, I'm strong. This is how I'm strong. I'm strong like this. It's going to bring ways that you are strong to your attention. Everything, like I said, people can get freaking distracted, but it's like everything is happening, but the only thing that's happening is what you're paying attention to right now and what you're feeding your emotions into, because it's a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of work going on. It's a lot of parties going on. It's a lot of business going on. It's a lot of songs going on. It's a lot of people, relationships, goals, hobbies, music, other people. Like, it's a lot of stuff going on. The only thing that's going to help you get closer to your identity, right? Because that's the title of this video right now. And that's how I'm writing it. Basically, it's just that you got to just continuously look for ways that makes you who you are, because that's your identity. So whoever that you want your identity to be, you have to just write it down. Feel how you feel. Okay, look up the things that everything is about time too. Like, everything that I talk about, I'm always gonna use in time, because time management, like, this is the only moment that we got, like, right now. You feel me? So time management is key. When you are understanding your identity, you gotta understand your time. Like, how does this identity of this person use their time? And you gotta use your time like that, because if you don't do it right now, you will never do it, because it's not a such thing as any other time. So your fastest way to get to a goal, or get to, like, not even just an identity, like, just like anything, the fastest way to do that is to just snap into it and use your time how your goal is using the time. Feel me? So if you want to be I don't know, what's something like a teacher, you just got to start teaching, like, immediately. And then write down the to-do list, what you gonna do, how you gonna do it, what you gonna wear, what you gonna say, how you go, no, write it down. Then write down the schedule. Be like, okay, at this time I'm gonna do this, at this time I'm gonna do this, at this time I'm gonna do this, because this what all is gonna lead back up towards that identity. It's gonna be people who try to tell you, wait, I don't think you should do that at this time. I think you should come over here, or I think you should come over here, or I think you should do that, or you might hear one thing over here. So it's like, you don't have to, like, you have to understand you cannot lose focus, because when you lose focus of yourself, everybody else lose focus of you. Like, you just won't understand. If you just take all your time and all your energy looking to somewhere else, or just not really focusing on this specific thing, you're gonna be lost in a ways and in the days. And you gotta understand that it don't matter what time in life that you're watching this video, it's all going to be the truth. Like, it's always gonna make sense. It's always gonna be something that you have to do. So even if you got on this video and you listen and you be like, man, forget that. I'm going on about my business, doing whatever. Da, da, da. If it's not the specific identity and what you think is your real identity. If it's not that, then it's like you're gonna always try to figure out how to do it, because it's something that everybody has to do. It's things like, there are things in life that you just cannot avoid. And these are one of those things, because everybody has a purpose, and that's the word I was looking for, purpose. Like, everybody got a purpose. And so if you fall off, or if you forget about something, or you just distracted in something different, or you just, I don't know, like whatever. If you do that, then it's like you're going to always find your way back to choosing your own. It's kind of like being less of a consumer and more of a producer. Yeah, like that right now. Less of a consumer, more of a producer. Producing more. Like, it's so many things that it's like, I don't know. It's just a lot of things that could possibly distract you. And you don't want that to happen, because there's a lot of stuff to do. And I'm telling you, like, oh my gosh, please. Oh my gosh. Please just be serious about whatever it is that you choose to do, because you don't want to waste time. You have to have good time management. You got to have good time management. You got your identity. You got intentions. Then you got other people. And then how do you get up here? You got an intention. What is that? That's you writing down. That's you feeling. That's you being in your emotions about what this is and making it come to life. You making it come to life. Like, nothing, oh my gosh. I can't even. Nothing is real until you put your intentions behind it and make it real. Like, people think all type of stuff all the time. Some people be thinking, like, and this is how I realized this. It's not really how I realized it. Like, I realized it a lot of ways, but I'm just saying, like, this is an example. So I had this friend, right? This friend would tell me crazy stuff. Like, man, I think today, did you hear when that girl posted that song? I was like, yeah. She was like, she posted that song about me. I was like, okay then. Then when people will go to like a certain place, she was like, they went there because of me. If the police is outside and they controlling traffic and they probably got somebody pulled over, she be like, that happened because of me. Like, everything, she used to make like everything about her. And like, people didn't have a life, or people couldn't just you couldn't just wake up and walk outside and just randomly see her. She gonna think you came there to see her, and like, not that you came there to see her, but it's just like, basically everything that she would always see, she just made it like about her. And then sometimes it would be a good thing, sometimes it would be a bad thing, sometimes like it could just be whatever. You feel me? And it's like, I would always tell her, the only reason that you think that means something is because you're giving it meaning. When in reality, it's like, it really don't matter for us. It's all right. Nobody is trying to, like, you have people who feel like somebody could be out to get them. Like, somebody could be trying to do something to them. Somebody could be trying to harm them. When in reality, it's like, they think they trying to harm them. They just have that in their head. But it's like, these people really didn't just wake up and be like, man, let me go out here and do something. Like, no, these people probably just sitting down. These people is just chilling. You feel me? And it's like, that's the same thing with what I'm telling y'all as far as identity. Like, the only thing that comes to truth and comes to life is what you choose and what you set your intentions towards and what you just feel. If you feel it at any moment, you're making it real, because we live this life through our bodies. We live it through our bodies every single day. Our bodies is our vessels to just experience this life. So it's like, whatever we choose to allow our vessels to feel, we are putting into our body. We're speaking it and we're manifesting it and we're living it and we're like setting it in stone. So your body is your vessels. Your emotions is your vessels. So when you place something, it's literal magic. Like when you place something on yourself and you just make your body, like you just put your body through a feeling, or like not even just a feeling though, a shift. Whether it's a shift that you already made one time or a shift that you're making now. Either way, it's like you just stepping into it. So you have to like really just, you basically have to just understand that when you're choosing and when you're being in your identity. Like people, listen, you're not the main character of everybody else's story. Like people, like a lot of people do that, and it's like you could really get yourself hurt feeling like you the main character of everybody's story, because people will just show you quickly that you're not. The only person who, number one, you gonna know when you are the main character of somebody else's life. Not saying that it don't happen. It happens a lot of the times, but it's like, number one, you are your own main character, first of all. So everything that you do is you creating your story. You gotta create your story. Like you have to create your own story. You gotta write out your story. Like when I was young, like when I was in like I think I was in like middle school or something, I started writing my story, like writing my story down, telling myself who I was, what I did, and then I'm gonna make a to-do list for the next day to do these things. Like when I first read The Secret, right? I read that book whenever, I think it was like a little bit after I had graduated high school, and I was just like I felt like so out of my body. Like have you ever just felt out of your body, like a freaking dysmorphia, like this is not my freaking, this is not that this is not my body, but this is not my life right now. Like this is not what's for me right now. It's kind of like that's how I felt in the moment before I had first read the book and before I really understood anything about consciousness or whatever. Like I was just like waking up being like, I don't feel like this is my life. Like this is not what I need to be doing. I need to be doing this. I need to be doing that. Like how do I get to a place where this is not my life. This is what I'm feeling like right now. Then I just get to a point where I feel like this is my life. This is the life that I've always wanted to live. And I have everything that I've always wanted. How I make that disconnect was, this was probably like this is a little bit after middle school. So maybe like early freshman, right? I'm waking up, I'm thinking it in my head. I'm waking up, I'm thinking it in my head. I'm waking up and I'm just keep it on like thinking, okay, I need to do this. Like how I was like, this is before I worked out. Like physically, my body was like, I needed to work out. I needed to like do like things better for my life. I wanted to start cleaning up my room because I used to have like a lot of clothes. I used to go shopping a lot. And I used to be like, okay, the version of myself that I want to be is, this is exactly how you do it. Healthy. Neat. I didn't want to be messy no more. You feel me? I was a little bit on the bigger side. I wanted to go work out. So healthy, not just eating crazy junk food. Neat. I wanted to be neat, not just take off my clothes, throw them anywhere. Work out. What else? That's when that's when I first started my channel. Like when I first started my channel, this is around like a little bit after middle school. I knew that I'm very smart. I have a lot of like things to do as far as growth wise, and I want to document that with other people. I got a lot of information that I do know, and I got a lot of things that I've seen, I've done, I've traveled, I've made money in multiple ways, businesses, left jobs, learned how to do hair, then started doing makeup. What else? Got my first apartment when I was young, like 17. Got my first job when I was young. Started my own business when I was 18. Started making money on TikTok. Started my first LLC, business bank account. Started fixing credit. Started making sales online, selling digital products. And then what else? Networked with people, traveled. I'm talking about I didn't travel. Like, I done been all to Miami. I done been all to, man. And then it's like, I haven't really shown you guys that much. But it's like, these are my credentials. When you are choosing your identity and you're choosing whatever it is that you're trying to do, you have to have credentials that prove you are this person. It's going to be certain things you cannot do because you are this person. It's going to be certain places that you cannot go because you are this person. It's going to be friends that you cannot hang around because you are this person. You got to understand. And you know when people be like, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. It is definitely about who you know. It is about your environment. It is about who you know. It is about how you do things. It is about how you carry yourself. You know, it's a lot of different factors that comes way before anything else. People who are in environments that have opportunity, they get an easier life because they already in front of the people who can just change their life like that. They already know these people versus somebody who don't know nobody. They just overly smart and just be sitting down chilling. Probably whatever. They not really doing nothing for real. You feel me? Like, you gotta already have this and understanding and just knowing like your identity is the things that you do, and your environment, your energy, your everything chooses that. Life is gonna be so hard. Like, life is hard when you distract yourself being a different from what you know you are, or being lazy, or probably just like not really focused. You gotta be focused because when you just living life all willy-nilly, like that shit is going to be like you're not gonna have no real understanding. So everything starts with the mind. Change up the mind first because the brain is what controls our body, just like the spirit. You know, so yeah, that's really all it is. Like, write down the characteristics of the things in which you are and act those things out. It's gonna be fucking hard, y'all. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and make it look like this is me this is me telling y'all information, a book that I read probably like 4 or 5 years ago down. And sometimes I get like emotional thinking about it because it's like this is information that can blow your freaking mind. So many people find comfort in like just complaining and just being like hopelessness and being like oh, I'll just pray about it, or oh, I'll just think about it, or oh, I'll just you know, it's so many people who feel comfort in basically just not doing the work because they don't want to take accountability. It feels so fucking hard. It's gonna be the hardest thing that you do, and it's gonna be the easiest thing that you do once you do it. You know, is taking full 100% accountability for how you are living your life, how much freedom you have, how much you don't, what the things you like, the things that you don't, the places that you go, the places that you don't, the friends that you have, the environment that you hang around. Like, you have to take 100% accountability for that, number one. And then two, you just gotta do just like I've been telling y'all this whole video. Get into the identity that is the identity of what's already in here. Everybody has ideas. Everybody has dreams. Everybody has convictions, you know? And it's like, you got to step out on that, because that's the only thing that you have. If you do not step out on it, it'll just go away, you know? And this is all coming from somebody who had to continuously snap myself back into reality. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all a story time. Like, it have been times where, like, it could be things in my life, nothing specific, but just something where it's like, okay, this is the option for a thing that I could do, right? I got 3 options. One option right here, another one, and another one. So say I have 3 options to do something, like money-wise. I can have a 9-to-5 job. This is the what I really had to go through in my life. So I'm not even on no funny stuff or no example. This is true. There have been times in my life where, and I'm talking about, I get so scared. Like, it is something about you stepping out and taking a risk that it's like, you're going to be scared probably when you first think about it, because it's something new. And that's how you know that's the exact thing that you need to do. The thing that you are like scared to do, the risk that you don't know about taking, you got to think about it. Whether you choose to take a risk or not, you basically just choosing a change or no change, a change or no change, you know, because a risk is a change. Not risk is like, okay, you could just be here, you know. So there was a time in my life where, like I said, I read The Secret. I understood how to make my reality whatever I wanted to make it. I understood how to build my life the way I wanted to build it. You know, I like everything in life that I've always wanted. I just naturally easily get it because I find out how to do it. It's nothing hard. Like, it's nothing, like, it's really nothing crazy. You just come up with what it is that you want, come up with how you're going to do it, set intentions towards doing it, pray about doing it, ask God about doing it, like, meditate on how to actually do it, and immediately it's going to happen. It's literally going to happen just like that, right? So I understood this information, right? I knew that, okay, like I said, I first read this book when I was in like, probably like 9th grade or something like that. So, I really took the time to just do all the things that I knew needed to be done. So why is it when I learned that, for some reason, I got into a friend group or something, or like a relationship, or like maybe a job or something, and I just automatically start going back to the old way that I used to live. The old way that I used to live was victim. Like, oh, I don't know what to do. Da, da, da. I gotta go get a job, and I gotta go. I don't have enough this, and I gotta do this, and I gotta figure out a way. I'm so tired, and I'm this, and I'm that, and I continuously did this. You feel me? I continuously did this because I felt like this was the way to live. And plus, I saw so many other people live like that. You know, people be like, I gotta do this and I gotta do that. You know, people who like overly just stressing about something, basically. Yeah, like, I went back to that. And then it was one day that I just stood up, and I woke up one day and I was like, why are you doing this? You don't gotta do this. You're choosing to do this. And it's easy. I don't know why, but it's one of the easiest decisions and hardest decisions that you will ever have to make up in your life. Like, I'm so serious when I say this, because it's like, it's your identity, and it's like the characteristics of everything about you, what you do, the people that you hang around, the things that you do, how you live your life, the relationship that you have with God, the relationship that you have with others. Like, all of this is just like, you know. And so it was sometime like I don't know, like, I just woke up and I was like, I'm choosing this life. You gotta understand, if you're living a life that you don't want to live, if you living a hard life, if you feel like you want to improve your body but you haven't went to the gym yet, you want your house to be a certain type of way but you barely even doing your laundry and putting it up very neat, like you're not that neat. What else? What else I wrote down? Start when I first started going to the gym. YouTube, I knew for a fact I wanted to be on social media, so I just started making a video. This is probably like 10th grade. I just woke up and I just boom automatically start recording videos and I started posting them. And then, like I said, remember what we're talking about on the pyramid. The first thing is you guiding your attention. After that is other people. So when other people would see me, they will automatically identify me as who I am, because I made this decision for myself and I decided to be myself. So I was in like 10th grade and I was like, man, I want to be a YouTuber. I woke up, I made a video and I posted it, right? I went to school the next day. People was like, oh my gosh, like you're a YouTuber. Like, yeah, like you're so cool. Like I be watching your videos and it blew my mind because I was like, how do everybody know I'm a YouTuber? Because all I did was post my YouTube videos and I automatically started being recognized as that. I wanted to be a cheerleader. I went learn how to cheer, work my butt off, lost weight. I started getting outside. I started running. I started bettering my water intake. I started going to the gym. I started studying cheers. I started working on my presentation. And I went and I signed up for cheer. Guess what? I was always a cheerleader for the rest of my life. I've always done cheer because I decided when I was a little girl, like, dang, I do want to be a cheerleader. I want to dance. Like, I'm very happy. Like, I want to be jolly and da-da-da-da. When I decided that this is what I wanted to do, I basically acted like that thing and people saw me as that thing. So when it came to me being a YouTuber, I was always, oh yeah, you do YouTube, because I just posted videos and I just did it. So when it came to my business, I was like, man, I don't want to work no regular 9-to-5 job. Like I want to have a business. I want to know how to scale. I want to know how to market. I want to have other people working for me, other people working with me, other people being a community with me, and we all getting money together. We all rich as fuck. We all do whatever we want to do. We get to travel the world. We get to teach other people how to do exactly what we do. You know, we get to show up as ourselves. We get to be our own boss. We are the bosses. Nobody else is our boss. Nobody. We don't gotta like listen to stuff we don't want to listen to because we run this, right? I already knew my whole entire life that this is what I wanted to do, and I wanted to make a lot of money. So what I did was boom, like what's at the top, you, God, intention. These are all the ideas, right? I sat with myself long enough to figure out how can I do this. So I started reading books. I started praying. I started asking God to show me the way, because I already knew the lifestyle that's for you. You're gonna already know it. You're gonna already feel it. You're not gonna be able to hide it. It's gonna be on you. Like you're going to wear it like an outfit, because that's what it is. It is an outfit, right? And it's just like an understanding that you have. Boom. So I was like, how am I gonna make money? I got into the stock market. That was one thing. I was like, why do I want to do that? Is because it's like sometimes I don't always want to be up running around, you know? So I need to be able to make passive income, money that I just make without being able to do anything. The stock market. That's how I first started it, right? So I'm like 16 at the time, 17. Boom, I started investing. Then I get into crypto because I even like seen stuff about that. So then I'm still working at my job. I'm still working at the time, but it's like I know that I want to be rich. So I have to invest more money. I got to make more wins. I got to profit more money. Like I really got to understand everything about this money stuff on a different level, right? So then I started understanding structure, how to actually be a real business. So that's your LLC, your EIN, your business bank account, your merchant accounts, not even just merchant accounts, but like to your website, anything that you're gonna be taking. your marketing, your presentation, your business. How are you going to make money without having to overdo it? Like, if the goal, and I'm talking about when you be serious about something, this how you know you serious. If you don't make up no plan for how to do it, you're not going to do it. Don't nothing just be, you feel me? Like, you gotta say, okay, this is what I want to do. Make up a plan to how to do it. So for me at the time, before anything about the stock market, I knew I want to be a millionaire. So let's just write it down. We're gonna say the goal is 1 million, right? So we are in America, okay? Depending on where you grew up, this is all, and this is what I be having to tell myself all the time. That's why you got to really, really reparent yourself if you feel like you wasn't parented the right way, or like teach yourself if you feel like you weren't taught all the things that you really just needed to know. All right? So if this is the goal, keep in mind, everybody that's doing stuff, they're doing it off of how they were parented. Like, you gotta just understand that it's all coming from your subconscious mind. Everything in your life, everything that you're looking at, everything that's happening, everything that you see in your life, you're seeing it from your point of view, which is your mind. So if you're describing it in a good way and a bad way, it's the only way that, like, the only way that's happening is the way that you're telling yourself. Your story is your story. So, boom. I knew that I wanted my goal to be 1 million. So I'm like, okay, how can I do 1 million? Boom. Like I said, depending on where you grew up, some people gonna say, go to college. If you go to college, it's gonna take you 4 years to graduate, at least. At least 4 years to graduate. And then you gotta go back and get whatever else. So then it's probably like another 4 years. So there's like 8 years. So if you graduate at 17, now if you graduate at 18, by the time you if you graduate high school at 18, by the time you graduate college, you're gonna be making how much? I mean, not making how much, but how old you gonna be? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. You're gonna be 26 years old. Oof. You're gonna be 20. I'm just playing. You're gonna be 26 years old before you get your dream job, basically. That's good. Dream job. And then you gotta think about it. What is your dream job? Is your dream job making $100 an hour? All right, we could do that. We really know how much people really make if y'all want to be serious. But we're gonna put, boom, $100 an hour. So if your goal is 1 million, how many hours are you gonna have to work to even get 1 million in a year? Yeah, I don't even think. Hold on. Hold up. Yeah, y'all can do the math. What's the math? How many hours do people work a week? 40. All right. So 40 hours a week. So 40 times 100. Hello. How many hours in a day though? 8 hours. So that's 800 a day. So 800 a day was 800 times 40. What's 800 times 40? If you got 32,000, you get that in a week. So if you get 32,000 a week, how many weeks before you get $1 million? What's 1 million times 32,000? No, what's 1 million? What's 1 million? No, what is 1 million divided by 32,000? That's gonna tell us how many weeks. But anyways, what I was saying. Hello, what is 1 million divided by 32,000? That's what I meant. Come on, y'all, let me know the answer for real. Come on, for real. Yeah, I need to start being a little bit more. I can't just do all the work. But yeah, anyways, guys, so what I was saying was, you just gotta understand that 9 to 5 college route. Then you got the trades. Hey. But you know what though? The trades is like, it's kind of like the 9 to 5 what I just shared, because you can make $100 an hour in either one. All right. If y'all understand that, y'all put got it. If y'all understand. But yeah, you really want to just take the time to put that in mind. When you choose your identity, only operate and make decisions from that. Do y'all understand that? I know y'all do. I know y'all smart. So I'm gonna hit you up, guys, later.